There's no room for second best, so miss the chance of a lifetime. Just give it time to digest. You better get it off your chest. I won't belong to you no more. I won't be good to anyone. If I only knew it'd be greener, I keep pushing against the wall. Will I hang my head on a New York City rooftop party, letting go of the skinny? We're gonna dance all night so the streets looking pretty. Welcome to the late real life perspective late night show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here. It is Friday evening at June 30th, the last day of the month. It is 10:33. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for this special Happy 4th of July. How you doing? Let me hear from you. Let me hear how you doing. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up in the chat. Let's get some interactions happening here, people. Do you have, the topic of tonight is going to be, what's your favorite patriotic movie? Top patriotic movie. Look at that typo. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's what happens when you get about 5 Pacificos in, people. Don't hate. Don't hate the player. You hate the game. That's what you do. Thanks for coming out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Who's good at riddles? Are you guys good at any riddles? I hope you got them ready. So I'm going to be asking some. Well, let me take you through real quick my top 3 patriotic movies. Start with number 3, Braveheart. And keep in mind, this is subjective. It doesn't necessarily have to be a military movie or anything of that nature. It could be anything. It could be anything. What just
What symbolizes patriotism to you? You know what I mean? Just what hits you in the heart whenever it comes to your country. Tell me what movie you love that symbolizes patriotism to you. What's your favorite patriotic movie? My number 3 is Braveheart. We all know that one. Classic. If you haven't seen it, you need to Funko Dude 512, you need to let your kids know about that one. We got my number 2 patriotic movie is Forrest Gump. Lots of stuff going on there with the USA. Doesn't get much more patriotic than that. I really enjoyed that movie. Who doesn't? Spielberg. Everything Spielberg touches is gold, as we all know. Forrest Gump, great patriotic movie. My number 1 patriotic movie is the 1996. Can you guess? Independence Day. Just Americans find aliens. Come on. Or the Earth finding aliens. Just classic. Just love it. Just love it. You guys got one? Come on, hit me up in the comments. Anybody in the chat? What's your favorite patriotic movie? What you got for me? Anybody? Bueller. So, that Forrest Gump is my number 2 patriotic movie. And I was saying, Funkadoo 512, if your youngsters don't know about that movie, definitely got to show them Forrest Gump, and Braveheart, and Forrest Gump, and Independence Day. Those are my top 3 patriotic movies. So just blurt out the first patriotic movie that comes to your mind, man. Just it doesn't, like I said, it's subjective. So just give me what you got. I'm just curious what other people are thinking. I had my buddy Trumpet Master on with me earlier, and he said Rocky 4 was his number 3. That was the one that stood out. I don't remember the other ones. Oh, Top Gun. Top Gun was number 2. And then what was his number 1? I don't even know if we got to his number 1. I don't remember. I just don't know. But this is what I do know. I know it is Friday night. And let's get into some chill, into space music, chill music here. Salud. Got a little Pacifico with some lime going on here. What do you got? What are you happening? Yeah, Braveheart with Mel Gibson. Yeah, I know it's not USA, but it's still patriotic. It like if you Google, go ahead and Google. I know you're going to do it. Google the term patriotic, and it says any love or emotion or something like that towards a country. It doesn't necessarily have to be USA. Yeah, that's a patriotic movie to me, Braveheart, because it's about freedom. So that's what yeah, that's just my number 3. Let me guys show you a little bit about what I had going on last weekend. Over here in our side of the pond, we had a small Comic-Con with some seasoned actors in there. And it's got Greater Austin Comic-Con. So I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of the footage from that real quick. Here's some of the spooky characters that were there. Yeah, this was House of Torment. Made some good connections with those guys. I really hope the guy running the show actually was on a sci-fi series called Face Off, where they create monsters like this kind of stuff, and it's a competition show. And I got to meet him. He was on season 2. I met his brother about 3 years ago at this Comic-Con, and he actually won um, season 13, actually. So I was able to make some connections with him, and I was asking him, hey, do you guys ever let people come out and kind of do a video tour of your House of Torment? And he's like, yeah, we'd love to have you out. So I really hope that works out. I really hope he follows through with that and lets me come out and film a little bit of the House of Torment and make like a Halloween episode, coming up. So that's the kind of stuff I got going on. Let's see. This guy was hilarious. This kid. Lord Vader made me work on my birthday. How great is that? Good cosplay. Good cosplay right there. Also ran into a few celebrities. Here's Rain from Big Trouble in Little China. He was the one with the swords. There were 3 different storms in the movie Big Trouble in Little China. There was thunder. He had lightning for his kind of power. There was Thunder, who had he just kind of made himself go big. That's about, he made himself get big, like expand and kind of balloon up. That's all. I didn't really understand the character. But and then there was this guy. This was Rain. He had basically just ninja swords and quite the martial artist. So I got to meet this guy, super nice fella. Asked him a few questions. Those of you who remember Big Trouble in Little China, you should remember this guy. I forget what they call him, the Beholder or something like that. Yeah, good stuff. Just some random person who had the prop. And hey, any Pokemon fans out there? Who loves Pokemon? Here's a little Charmander rolling up in here. Yep, had a good dancing. We had a good dance party going on there for a minute. But here's like a quick little bird's eye view of from the top of the stadium. What the inner store or the inner shops look like from up here. Pretty crazy. It was just like wall to wall people, and down here is where they do the free panels, where they bring up the celebs and they ask them questions, and you can sit here in the audience for free, and who's got a question, and we'll hand them the mic and ask whatever your heart desires. Whatever your heart desires. But yeah, it's a pretty cool event. Very popular. Oh yeah, it was like I forgot. I grabbed some toy bins and was kind of digging around. It was like Too Bad from Masters of the Universe. Little shredder action. They had some Ninja Turtles stuff. Little bit too new age for me, but I did find a few vintage turtles. Let me just share those with you real quick. Well, first of all, this is what I wound up getting. So for my Funko Dude 512, I picked up one of these things. These are called Funko. Right there, Funko sodas. Right, Funko sodas. And I was like, because I remember seeing these online a while back. They were like $15 a pop. I said, I'm not going to pay $15 for a soda can to sit on my shelf. But what I didn't realize was what it really is. See, it's got the little, you think, oh, just pop a top. What it really is, if you hear that pop, is a little canister for a little Funko character. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen these before. But yeah, this is my little He-Man guy. Got a little He-Man character in this little thing. So that was pretty cool. I'm kind of winding down on the Masters of the Universe collection stuff. I'm just getting burnt out on it. I just got so much stuff. But I made a deal. I did a little bit of haggling with these guys at the show, and I was like, "Hey, we take this for this. Give me it'll be $40. We take 2 for 20. Yeah, whatever. Let's go." Yeah, it was on it was on a Sunday. It was great. What else did I get? So my son saw this in the $3 bin. This is like some kind of vintage character from Ninja Turtles. I don't know who he is or what he is. He's just like some kind of sumo dude from some 90s Ninja Turtle stuff. Where's my focus? Anyways, so pick that one up. And then got this cool fella. He's pretty cool. I can never find him attached like pretty cheap. I think I got him for like $5, man. I snagged him for like $5 because he's got the skateboard and everything. Some kind of gecko character. There's so much cool detail on these things. I can't really get really close because the focus doesn't really well. But he's got like a little skate on his tail. I mean, all the little things. He's got braces. They just don't make stuff like this anymore. So I'm kind of venturing away from the Masters of the Universe and going for the Turtles. Going after the Turtles. But here was the little hidden gem that I found. I think I was telling you about this. This is a mutating turtle. So this is what he turns into. It's a little bitty. Turns into a baby turtle. Pizza. Do you remember the from the original movie when they're explaining their origin story? Splinter is, and they're like, one of them spoke. It's pizza. So this guy, let's see what he does. So let's take him out. You kind of have to manually, literally, just you pop his little arms out. Let's see if I can do this quickly and timely efficient. Come on. So you basically gotta. No, you can't. I know you can't see none of this, but there you go. Basically, you just gotta take his head off. You spin it around. Pop it back on. Tuck his little rubber legs in. And flip his little feet. He turns into a full-on action figure. I thought that was super cool because I never owned one of those. I never really saw them grow. I don't really remember them growing up. But I just saw them for $5. I just had to have it, man. Just a loose mutating Ninja Turtle. Pretty cool. So that's what he looks like in his full form. What do you think? Pretty cool? Pretty cool? Not so cool? Are you a Ninja Turtles fan? Come on, tell me. Let me know. Talk to me, Spock. What else we got? Oh, so let me get going on my riddles here. Okay, I told you guys to get ready for some riddles. Here's my first one for you. Give me a drink and I will die. Feed me and I'll get bigger. What am I? Ooh. If you know what it is, let me know in the chat. Or just give me your best guess. Or the comments. Give me a drink and I will die. Feed me and I'll get bigger. Pretty good one. But yeah, just digging around in here, and those are the kind of toys I wound up with. But they had a lot of like Motu, but these are all like 2000X, and I've seen this guy on. I had the full set, all 4 characters from Toys R Us Classic. Yep, I'm pretty sure I did too. I just didn't hang on to them. I don't know what I did with those things, but I bought a bunch of reproductions recently, so I have the new 4 set. As well, but the reproductions, but they look exactly the same. They literally look just alike. And I found a new 4-pack of the villains for $10 each. So it's you can find it on Amazon for $40. It's Krang, Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady. All 4 of them for $40. The repos, they all look exactly like the 90s versions, except for Shredder. His eyes look a little different than the originals. So just be aware of that. Oh, there he is. Look, there he is. That's where I picked him up. Yeah, they had some cool stuff in there. There was this fellow I've seen on. Look, there's the guy my son picked up. But there was this guy. He goes on YouTube. He goes to like estate sales or wherever, and he's like, "Hey, what do you take for the whole box?" And I tried doing that for these things. I said, "Hey, what do you take for this whole, Masters of the Universe box?" "Oh, I don't know. I gotta take them all out and price them all out." I'm going, "Oh, never mind. That's no fun." I didn't feel like waiting for that. But yeah, I did some cool little toy hunting. Found some decent stuff. Let's see. Oh, I had to. Yep, I found a Gremlins backpack, and so I had to get my photo and a little bit of video with the Gremlins backpack because I completely forgot that one of the Gremlins was wearing 3D glasses in the original movie. So spotted that, and so it was pretty cool. What is this shot? I forgot what this shot is. So here's where all the celebrities started. I don't know who Val Maverick is. I don't know who Linda. A lot of these are voice actors. I don't really know. Is that dude wearing a sniper? Look at that. I didn't even recognize that. Notice that. Look, crazy people. Cosplayers. And then whoever, I don't know who these people are. There you go. This is Peter Newman. He did the voice of Tigra in the old 80s Thundercats series. That's the character right there up in that top right, at the top of his head. That's the main character. He did some Silverhawks too. He did the voice of them. Over here is Larry Kinney. I was able to snag interviews with both of them, both the guys. Larry Kinney did the voice of Lino. He did the Count Chocula. He did Sonny the Cuckoo Bird from Cocoa Puffs. Pretty cool. And here's Tim Matheson. We all know Tim Matheson. He was in Animal House. He was in oh wow, I forgot he just like came right over and started talking to me. Super nice dude. First question I always ask celebrities when I meet them is, what'd you have for breakfast this morning? He's like, well, I had an Egg McMuffin because the hotel I'm staying at had powdered eggs. So I said, I'd rather go to McDonald's and eat this crap. Real nice dude, real friendly. I mentioned to him that I really loved Black Sheep. And with Chris Farley, he's like, oh, Chris Farley. He just praised Chris Farley so much. And but what a nice dude to be able to, he just walked right over and just answer my questions. No questions asked, man. And like some of these celebrities can be divas, and this guy just walked right up. He's like, yeah. And then after that, I went over to Larry and to Peter, and then I found some of the Revenge of the Nerds cast. Here's the Big Jock. He was also in Big Jock from Revenge of the Nerds. He was the guy who went nerds, and then he was also in Bloodsport with Van Damme. Asking them the same questions. I got my 3 questions I always ask my celebrities when I meet them. What do you have for breakfast? What's your favorite movie line? And anything you want to say to your fans. That's it. Because I try to keep, especially if I'm getting free interviews. Come on. I'm going to try not to take up too much of their time. And here's Robert Carradine, original main nerd from Revenge of the Nerds. Super sarcastic guy. Funny dude, though. Anyways, so just kind of wanted to share a little bit of that real quick. Also wanted to share that on Sunday morning, I think at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., I've got a new video dropping on my YouTube channel. So make sure you check this out. It's a long form. I've started this project called Real Life Adventures, where I put together like stuff from my Comic-Con adventures and stuff like that. So make sure you watch the video. I'm just kind of showing you a little bit of the footage from the episode here. But hope you enjoyed. I went to Fan Expo with my brother. This was last year, but I'm finally getting a chance to put it together. And up in Dallas, we took a road trip, and we just had a great time and met some cool people, and a lot of these podcasters that he follows that I've kind of grown to love over the past year. They kind of keep me informed with politics and stuff like that, as far as like Hollywood things. So stuff what's cool to watch, like safe to watch for your kids and that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's me and my bro taking a little bro trip on our real life adventure. But anyways, just kind of wanted to show a little bit of teaser here. This whole episode is going to drop on Sunday morning, so make sure you check that one out. What do we got? Has anybody got any answers to my riddle yet? No answers, huh? Come on. Give me a drink and I will die. Feed me and I'll get bigger. Who am I? Or what am I? Anybody? All right, next one. What word begins with E and ends with E, but only has one letter? Anybody? Bueller? Let me know your riddles too. I want to hear your riddles. I know you're sitting there trying to type on your phone. You're going, oh, typo. What word begins with E and ends with E, but only has one letter? Oh, Funko Dude 512. His answer is a fire. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and call you on that one, man. You got it. That's the first one. Let's hit up my third one here. What goes up but never comes back down? That's a tough one. And what's really funny is that I'm going to tell you this at the end once we reveal all the answers, because I don't want to make anybody feel silly. Well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and tell you. So all these riddles I found are, it said I googled riddles, and I found a website that said riddles for kids. But half the stuff I don't even know. I couldn't even know. I didn't even get it. One of these like 25-year-old kids that we're talking about. These are hard. What goes up but never comes back down? Fire was the correct answer for the first one. Okay, let's see. What else you guys want to talk about? I got two more riddles here for you. But yeah, fire was the answer to this one. Give me a drink and I will die. Feed me and I'll get bigger. What am I? What word begins with E and ends with E, but only has one letter? And you're probably wondering why. What does that have to do with anything? Why is this guy bringing riddles? What's with riddles? What's going on here? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it has everything to do with our episode for tonight for our Are You Afraid of the Dark? Let's watch Are You Afraid of the Dark in the dark, right? So, let me know. Are you guys ready to watch that? You guys ready to watch the episode? Or you want to keep going on with the riddles? Let's see. Okay. So, I say let's go ahead and start the episode. Let's get it going. You guys got your popcorn. You guys got your drinks. You guys got your soda pop. All right. Let's get going on this thing. First things first, we got to set the mood. We all know this. We got to kill these lights. Let's here it is. Light number 2 gone. Light number 3 gone. Number 4. Okay. We're completely in the dark. Minus the screens. But yeah, these riddles have something to do with tonight's feature presentation. I think we're ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to kill this music. Stop. All right. I might throw up another riddle or two while we're going here. But ladies and gentlemen, let's watch Are You Afraid of the Dark in the Dark. And this episode is called The Tale of the Phantom Cab.
We're called the Midnight Society. Separately, we're very different. We like different things. We go to different schools, and we have different friends. But one thing draws us together: the dark. Each week, we gather around this fire to share our fears and our strange and scary tales. It's what got us together, and it's what keeps bringing us back. This is a warning to all who join us. You're going to leave the comfort of the light into the world of the supernatural.
Hey, watch it, man. Sorry.
Frank Moore, you're here to be considered as a new member of the Midnight Society.
Yeah, what's with the blindfold?
This meeting place is secret?
Yeah, and you're not in yet.
Swell.
Who sponsors Frank?
I do. He's a good guy.
Yeah, but can you tell a good story?
Who said that?
To be a member, you have to tell us a scary tale. Then we vote, and it has to be unanimous or you're not in. You ready?
Hey, I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Ooh, I'm scared now.
Yo, take this thing off.
Sorry. Not unless you get in.
You're the sponsor, Dave. You gotta start it.
Remember how to do it?
Just say the word.
Anytime.
Okay, let's do it. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. I call this story The Tale of the Phantom Cab. Denny and Buzz were brothers. Denny was big, strong, and smart. Buzz was, well, kind of a geek who wanted to prove himself to his big brother. What neither guy knew was that on this hiking trip, Buzz was going to get the chance.
So where are we, Tonto?
This is strange.
We're lost, aren't we? Don't sweat, Denny. I know how to plot a course. You never trust me. I did trust you, and you got us lost, cheeseball.
We're not lost.
Watch it! Great lame wad. Now we're lost and we can't read the map. You are such a loser.
I'm not a loser. And we're not lost. Look, there's the ridge we came up on. We could circle back and take the red trail. Man, this is whacked.
Watch the edge.
Whoa!
Fact.
Grab my hand.
I can't. I'll fall.
Grab me, you jerk.
the compass.
I should have let you fall.
The guys really were lost. It was just a pain at first, but nighttime was coming on fast, and it was getting cold.
It doesn't make sense.
You even know how to use this?
Give me a break. We've been going south for hours. We should have been in town by now. Look, the needle points north and we're headed south. What can I say?
That the way you always hold it?
Yeah, so?
Your belt buckle, genius. It's metal. The needle's always gonna point to it because it's a magnet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. We've been going the wrong way all day. Now we're lost and it's freezing. You are worthless.
No, no. I know this place. We've got to be close to town.
Slow down!
There's a trail up here. Come on.
I should pound you.
Look. Someone's coming.
Maybe it's a ranger.
Or maybe it's a hiker that knows his way back to town.
I hope he's got a blanket. I'm freezing.
Me too.
Forget it. You can freeze.
Maybe it's a maniac killer in a hockey mask who's gonna slash us.
Or maybe you should stay here and let me do the talking. Hey, hello? Who's there? Oh, turn off the brights.
Hello. What have we here?
I'm Buzz, and this is Denny. We got lost and we can't find the trail back to town.
Easy, Toad. You're not a ranger, are you?
Ranger? No, not me. I'm a traveler, same as you.
Flynn's the name. So what are you doing up here? You lost too?
Lost? Me? Oh, you might say that. Though I suppose I couldn't be truly lost. I know these woods too well.
We far from town?
Farther than you know, my friend. Farther than you know.
So can you help us get back?
Me?
Yeah, you. I don't see anybody else here.
You guys look half frozen. Tell you what. You follow me, and I'll lead you to someone who can help you.
Wait.
I wouldn't go with him. He gives me the creeps.
You got a better idea? Don't worry. I can handle this dude.
Why don't you just tell us how to get back?
Too far. You never find your way in the dark.
So who's this guy you're taking us to?
Good doctor. He's got a cottage a little ways up here.
In the woods? What kind of a doctor lives in the woods?
Patience, boys. You'll see. By the way, how are you guys at solving riddles?
Riddles? Why?
Just asking. Just asking. There you go, boys. Home of the good doctor. Just like I promised. You guys thought I was joking, didn't you?
Who lives here? The 7 dwarfs?
There's just one thing, guys. Before you go asking the doctor for help, you make sure you really need it.
Why?
Well, sometimes the price he charges is a little steep.
So why don't you just tell us how... Yo, Flynn!
This is creepy. Let's bolt.
To where? We're lost, remember?
You're not going in there.
What else are we gonna do? It's freezing. Maybe he's got a phone. Back off, would you?
I'm sorry I got us lost, Danny.
Don't worry, I'll smack you when we get home.
What's that?
Flynn, I know it's you. He's trying to scare us.
He's doing a good job. That can't be him, too.
Probably a raccoon.
what's going on? Denny!
Come on.
What's there?
I don't know. Open up!
You boys have made a very grave mistake. I don't suppose either of you are any good at riddles.
You're watching Nickelodeon on Paramount Plus.
Let's do this.
Nintendo Switch presents some princess stuff. Princesses are known for staying sweet, but not today. Princess Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina are ready to dominate the competition in their own way. The rest of the competitors better take note because these girls have the power and are ready to roll.
Yeah, what word begins with E and ends with E, but only has one letter? Answer is an envelope.
The treasure is right inside.
What goes up but never comes
Did you
down?
forget we got
It's
short
your
little
age,
legs?
ladies and gentlemen. Your
We
age.
tried to stop them, but they don't know words yet.
What has many rings but no
They're
fingers?
so hard. Tommy,
Many
meet your new
rings,
brother.
but no fingers.
moment.
A new season of Rugrats, now streaming.
Have fun, Tommy. I love this game. Smells like beans.
On Paramount Plus.
That's a really fun game, by the way. The Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, super great. Super great on the Switch.
You're watching Nickelodeon on Paramount Plus.
I think we have the wrong house. Bye.
Boys, you've made a mistake. If you're at my door at this time of night, you've taken a wrong turn and lost your way, correct?
Yeah.
Happens all the time. Come in, get warm. Vink's the name, Dr. Vink.
Dr. Fink?
Vink with a V. Who wants tea? I do. Hot tea on a cold night. Perfect.
Flynn said you could help us find a way to get back to it.
Natural science.
Huh?
That's why I'm here, in case you're wondering. I've dedicated my life to studying flora and fauna.
Who?
There are many strange and wonderful things that occur in nature, but no one takes the time to really look and study. Observe.
This guy's a nutbag.
Behold, a true wonder of nature, the brain of a wild boar.
Ew. Cool.
I've discovered that long after the body dies, the brain still gives off electric impulses. Can you imagine if that energy could be harnessed? And I am not a nutbag.
Look, our parents are probably going nuts by now. And,
Riddles. How are you boys at riddles?
Doc, we're tired and we just want to go home.
Indeed. But first, a riddle. Try this one. How far can you walk into the woods?
We don't want to do riddles.
You must. Riddles exercise your brain. And where would you be with no brain?
I don't know. Ask the wild boar.
Halfway.
Say what?
He asked how far he can walk into the woods. Halfway. After that, you'd be walking out.
Good. Very good. You may do.
I'm going to call our folks.
No, not yet. We've only just begun.
No, I think we're done.
We play by my rules, or we don't play.
What do you want?
Another riddle. Here's the deal. I ask you a riddle, and if you solve it, you can call your parents.
And if we don't solve it?
Then you leave.
That's it? We just leave?
Simple, no?
Let's do it. I'm good at riddles.
Okay, what's the riddle?
Wonderful! Wonderful! Now, what riddle? Let's see, there's the... No, not that one. Maybe the... Ah! The perfect choice. This is a riddle that has perplexed many and confounded even more. Now, young lads, it's your turn to solve it. Here we go. What is it that has no weight, can be seen by the naked eye, and if you put it in a barrel, it would make the barrel lighter?
I hate riddles.
Okay, it's weightless, it can be seen by the naked eye, and if put in a barrel, would make the barrel lighter.
So?
I don't know.
Goodbye.
I knew you wouldn't get it.
Wait, that riddle is too hard. Give us another one.
You had your chance and failed, like all the others.
Others? What others?
Go away. You know where the door is.
But we're lost.
Take a left on the trail, follow it to the dirt road, and wait. A taxi cab will pick you up.
A cab? In the woods?
Comes by every night. Hurry, or you'll miss it.
Come on, Doc. Just let us use the phone.
There is one way, I suppose.
What? What's that?
You can leave me a specimen.
A specimen?
You're much smarter than your brother gives you credit for.
What kind of specimen?
Something I can use in my experiments. Something valuable. Something fresh. Something like this. Goodbye. For now.
Wait a minute. No fair. You can't put a riddle in a story that can't be solved.
Maybe it can.
Yeah, right. It's weightless, you can see it, and if you put it in a barrel, it makes the barrel lighter. No way.
Sounds like one of those riddles you can't solve. That's a cheat.
No. Maybe it can be solved.
Maybe you should all just lighten up and let me finish the story. Thank you. So, Denny and Buzz beat feet back into the woods. All they wanted was to get as far away from Dr. Vink as possible.
Hey, Danny! Wait up! Was that somebody's hand?
You saw it. The guy's a lunatic. As soon as we get home, I'm calling the cops.
We're still lost, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You really think a cab's gonna come by?
Get real. There's no cabs in the woods. No. No way.
He wasn't lying. It's a taxi cab.
Man, are we ever glad you came by. Take us into town. Our parents will pay the fare when we get home.
Don't worry. I know you're good for it.
Flynn!
I figured I'd run into you guys again. Guess you didn't solve the riddle.
How do you know? Who are you?
I give a ride to folks who can't answer Dr. Vink's riddles. Happened to me around 40 years ago.
Whoa, slow down.
40 years ago?
Mm-hmm. I gave Dr. Vink a ride up here in my cab. He offered me a big tip if I could solve the riddle. I couldn't, so he took a specimen from me.
What kind of specimen?
You didn't see it at his house? Oh boy, I think it's one of his favorites.
What is it?
It's not what it is, it's what it was.
Oh! He took your hand?
I got off easy. For 40 years I've been bringing folks up to Dr. Vink's, hoping they can solve the riddle. But they don't, so they all end up here with me.
What happens to them?
Hey, Dr. Vink's needs his specimens.
You're a lying sack. First of all, you're not that old.
Didn't I tell you? Before the good doctor got his specimen, had myself a nasty little accident. Crashed into this big old tree. You might say, I sort of died!
Stop the car! Stop the car!
They all die, just like me. Every night I have the same accident with a different fare. It's kind of a curse. You probably heard some of my fares up around Dr. Vink's house.
The bushes! They were ghosts!
Nobody can leave until someone solves Dr. Vink's riddle. I was hoping the two of you could do it. You know, somehow break the spell. Oh, well, wait till you see the accident we're going to have. Oh, it's going to be a real doozy.
This is your fault. You said you could solve the riddle.
Still got time. We don't crash for another 30 seconds. Think fast, boys.
Think!
Okay. It's weightless. It can be seen by the naked eye. And it's put in a barrel. It'll make the barrel lighter.
We're dead. We're dead!
I can't think like this.
You have to. It's helium. Helium will make the barrel lighter.
But you can't see helium.
Won't be long now.
What can you see that's weightless?
Nothing. Air. But you can't see air. Or can you? Wait a second. There's a trick here. You can't put something in the barrel to make it lighter. You have to take something out. If you take something out of the barrel itself, it'll be lighter.
Wait till you see the explosion we're going to make.
I got it! I know the answer!
What is it?
It's weightless, you can see it, and if you put it in a barrel, it'll make the barrel lighter.
Say it!
It's a hole! It's a hole in the barrel!
Here we go!
Yeah!
We didn't crash. We're alive.
Where's the cab?
It's gone. We broke the curse. We're saved. We didn't break the curse. You did. Nice going. But you're still a loser.
Oh man, not again.
You Denny and Buzz Crocker?
Yeah.
Your parents have been going nuts looking for you. The whole town's in an uproar. Come on, get in. What are you boys doing here anyway?
Tell me something. How are you at riddles?
No one ever saw the phantom cab again. And when the boys brought the police back to Dr. Vink's cottage, all that was left was an old stone foundation covered with weeds. The end.
And now the vote. Thumbs up means Frank's in, thumbs down he's not. And it has to be unanimous. David? Kiki? Betty Ann, Kristen, Eric, and me. Congratulations, Frank. Welcome to the Midnight Society.
All right.
Good job.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you very much for sticking around for the Real Life Perspective Late Night Show. Hope you guys had fun, enjoyed the riddles. Thanks for keeping me company. Really appreciate it. And we will catch you guys hopefully next Friday night. Have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Have lots of barbecue, lots of burgers, and lots of fun. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace out, everybody.
City, rooftop party,